Well, the in-loco inspection by the Marikana Commission of Inquiry has now been cancelled. Well, this morning a large crowd of lawyers, police officers, journalists and evidence leaders made up that lengthy convoy formed along the dusty Lonmin Platinum mine roads as the team moved through areas related to the August 2012 shooting of Marikana miners during the strike. Well, our reporter Nozimthombi Mia was with the inspection team this morning and we're live to her now. Good afternoon, Nozimthombi, and thank you for your time on the PM News Desk. Look, the inspection...
A very good afternoon to you, Kirshni.
Look, the inspection has been called off for now. How does this impact on the work of the Commission, Nozimthombi?
Well, it certainly is not a step in the right direction for the work of the Commission, because you remember that they've only got about 3 weeks left before the end of proceedings. And today's inspection in loco was one of the last few elements that needed to happen to be able to wrap up all the other elements and all the other evidence that they have received so far. And the fact that they had to unceremoniously stop this inspection in loco because of possible violence and intimidation and threats against a woman who was wearing an NUM t-shirt is definitely not a step in the right direction for the Commission and its work.
Nozimthombi, why is an inspection of this nature so crucial to the Commission at this juncture?
Well, Koshna, an inspection like this is very important because the commissioners need to get an opportunity to come onto the ground and see the living conditions that the miners face, the socio-economic issues that led to them going on an unprotected strike in the first place. Most of these informal settlements are made of corrugated iron shacks. They don't have enough sanitation. They don't have water. And it really is a dire living condition. And, you know, they've struggled to get Lonmin, the employer, to step in and to start building houses. And government has also taken a bit of a back seat when it comes to supplying them with the necessary housing and sanitation. So the Commission coming down here to Marikana and viewing for themselves firsthand the experiences that the miners go through is going to be extremely critical in forming part of their final recommendations to President Jacob Zuma later this year.
Now, the Commission has to wrap up its work in about 3 weeks. Are we slowly but surely cutting through to the heart of what happened that night, Nozimthombi?
You know, Kirshni, I think that a certain level of injustice will be made when we wrap up shop towards the last 3 weeks, because in 3 weeks they're going to be cramming a number of events. You'll remember that on Wednesday, National Police Commissioner Ria Piecha is supposed to come back to the stand. And aside from her, in only 2 weeks or less than the 3 weeks, we need to have at least 5 more Lonmin executives on the stand and explaining themselves. So that means that the Commission will be rushed for time to ensure that they get to hear from Lonmin why they didn't negotiate with the strikers. Had Lonmin negotiated with the strikers in the first place, we wouldn't be finding ourselves in this situation. So it certainly will be a very difficult position for the Commission to be in, that they only have 3 weeks. They have to wrap everything up in 3 weeks, and they haven't necessarily gotten really to the heart of it. So yes, we are slowly moving towards some sort of conclusion, but has there been enough time given for the Commission to do its work? That really is the question that will come out in the closing arguments, and it will be reflected in the Commission's recommendations and the report that we're expecting later towards the end of the year. And it will be criticized by a number of people to see whether or not enough time was given for the Commission to investigate what really happened in Marikana in the days leading up from the 10th to the 16th.
Thank you, Nozimthombi Mia, our reporter coming to us from the in-loco inspection by the Marikana Commission of Inquiry that has been cancelled for now.